9 foods high in iron. If you are worried about iron deficiency, you may be wondering what foods are high in iron. I'm here to help. Iron is one of the most common nutrient deficiencies despite being widely available in food. Why is this? Only 2% of men have anemia while 9-12% of white women and 20% of Black and Hispanic women have anemia. This is no coincidence. Iron is an essential component in blood, which is, as you may know, lost during menstruation or having a period. Therefore, once a woman begins her period, her iron intake needs to be increased to compensate for lost blood. Along with this, young women often have inconsistent or restrictive diets, which may make it more difficult to reach their daily iron needs. Also, pregnant women need more iron to help their baby grow. So, we know iron is important, especially for women, but how much do we need and how do you reach that amount through food? Recommended intake. The following are daily iron intake recommendations based on age and sex. 14 to 18 years old, male, 11 mg 14-18 years old female, 15 mg 19-50 years old male, 8 mg 19-50 years old female, 18 mg 50 plus years old male, 8 mg 50 plus years old female, 8 milligrams. What does iron deficiency look like? Symptoms of iron deficiency include weakness, dizziness, fatigue, headache, inflamed tongue, and pale skin and fingernails. Though these symptoms don't necessarily mean you have iron deficiency anemia, they may be a good reason to ask your doctor for a blood test. This is especially true if you are a menstruating woman. Is one type iron better than the other? Before we discuss what foods contain iron, let's differentiate heme versus non-heme iron. Heme iron is found in animal products such as red meat and eggs. Non-heme iron is found in plant sources, such as grains and legumes. Eating both forms will increase the iron stores in your body, but heme iron is better absorbed than non-heme. This means if you consumed 3 milligrams of iron from red meat and 3 milligrams of iron from beans, more iron from the red meat would be absorbed into your body. This doesn't mean you can't get enough iron from plant-based sources alone. Vegans and vegetarians are 100% able to reach their iron needs, but they do need to pay close attention to their diet to ensure they are getting the nutrients they need in the proper amounts. Okay, now we can discuss what plant and animal-based foods are high in iron. 1. Tofu block equals 3.4 milligrams iron. At number 1 comes tofu. Who would have thought? Soybeans are actually very high in iron, with about 4.4 milligrams in cup. But soybeans are rarely eaten by themselves. Edamame mimetier soybeans, on the other hand, are eaten fairly commonly by themselves. They contain about 1.8 milligram of iron per cup. So, for all the vegans and vegetarians out there, tofu may be a great source of iron in your diet. But of course, it's important to remember that non-heme iron is less absorbable. Soy also contains phytic acid, which may inhibit iron absorption, but this is likely only a small effect. 2. Lentils. Cup equals 3.3 milligrams iron. Lentils are not only a great addition to a soup on the warm winter day, they are also a great source of iron. Cup of cooked lentils is going to provide 18% of a 19 to 50-year-old woman's daily iron needs. Wondering how to eat lentils? Check out some of these recipes for ideas. 3. Spinach. Cooked. A half cup equals 3.2 milligrams iron. I will say it now and I will say it again. Leafy green vegetables are the king of the nutrition world. They are jam-packed with a ton of nutrients, including vitamins A, C, K, antioxidants, fiber, folate, magnesium, calcium, and potassium. Oh, and iron. Spinach is a wonderful leafy green, but other high iron alternatives would include kale 1, 3 mg iron per cup cooked, collard greens 1 mg iron per cup cooked, beet greens 1, 4 mg iron per cup cooked, and cabbage 9 mg iron per cup cooked. 4. White rice enriched. 1 cup equals 2.9 milligrams iron. White rice in its original form is not an iron-rich food, but due to fortification, white rice serves as a great source of iron. If you are unfamiliar with fortification, it is simply the process of adding vitamins and or minerals into certain foods to increase their nutrient density. Though fortification may seem scary, think of it as getting your daily multivitamin in food form. Fortification has helped reverse many nutrient deficiencies that were once common, such as goiter iodine deficiency and pellagra deficiency. If you choose to have rice in its whole form, brown rice, you will still get some iron. 1 cup of cooked brown rice contains 1.1 milligram of iron. 5. Steak. 4 ounces equals 2.8 milligrams iron. When you think of iron, you probably think of a hefty slab of steak. I know I do. This reputation has been rightly earned. Beef and other red meats are great sources of iron. Plus, the iron in beef is heme iron, which is better absorbed. Though the typical recommendation is to limit red meat intake due to its high saturated fat content, it's important to remember that red meat has many beneficial nutrients, including iron. 6. Sesame seeds. 2 tsp equals 2.6 milligrams iron. Sesame seeds are another surprising source of iron. In just 2 tsp, they contain only 0.2 milligram less than the amount of iron in 4 ounces of steak. Plus, they are a great add-on to Asian-style dishes. Another great way to include sesame seeds in your diet is by eating tahini, which is a paste made from soaked and crushed sesame seeds. Though tahini is more known for being a key ingredient in hummus, tahini can be used in a variety of ways. 7. White beans. Cup equals 2.2 milligrams iron. White beans are another great source of iron, as are many other beans. What you may not know is that white beans can be used in a variety of dishes. I especially love white beans in salads, soups, and veggie burgers. 8. Cocoa powder. 2 tsp equals 1.4 milligram iron. Here's another excuse to eat chocolate. Cocoa powder is made from the cocoa bean, which is the seed of the Theobroma cacao or cocoa tree. These beans are fermented, roasted, and ground to make cocoa liquor. When the cocoa butter, the fat part of cocoa liquor, is removed, cocoa powder remains. Cocoa powder is typically used to make hot chocolate and baked goods such as chocolate cake and brownies. So next time you eat something chocolate, remind yourself that you are also getting a dose of iron. 9. Pumpkin seeds. Roasted. 2 tsp equals 1.2 milligram iron. Pumpkin seeds are another great plant-based source of iron. Similar to sesame seeds, pumpkin seeds can be made into a paste. My favorite way to eat pumpkin seeds is to roast them. I will either buy raw pumpkin seeds at the store or will buy a whole pumpkin. This is a great recipe to try. Conclusion: I would encourage you to look in your pantry and see what high iron foods you already have. You can also brainstorm some recipes you love that are iron rich. Try to incorporate these foods and recipes into your diet more frequently. If you don't eat many iron rich foods now, experiment. Try out some new recipes or foods and see what you like or what works best with your lifestyle. The goal is to add more iron rich foods into your diet gradually. If you have a hard time remembering what foods are high in iron, think of these categories: red meat, beans, seeds, leafy greens, enriched foods. If you are eating one of these foods, you are likely getting a good source of iron. Thank you for watching and have a wonderful iron-rich day.